Welcome to another teacher tip with Mr. Long, and I'm going to show you what happens if I get, for example, a list like this, and you've got a whole bunch of names of students, and you need to somehow get them extracted. So you've got the full name, but you've got a document or a spreadsheet that you actually need the surname and the name to be separated. So how do I extract this? This is often what it looks like in, for example, a program like SASAMS. How do I get it separated? And I need to fill this in. And you can do it the long way and sit and manually type each one, but that could take a long time if you've got a very long class list. So I'm going to show you a quick way of doing this. So what I do is I use Excel and special formulas in Excel. It requires a bit of calculation, so you need to just stick with me. If you struggle with Excel, you can copy the formulas, but let's see if we can do this. I'm going to copy all of these, okay, all these names, and I'm going to go and paste them in an Excel document. So I'm just going to come here and paste them over here in Excel. Now, if you paste them directly, it's going to copy them as they are with including the formatting. Maybe you don't want that, so I'm actually not going to do that. When I paste, I select the option to paste special, and I just want the text, please. I don't want anything else but the text. So there I've got my names, and they're each in their own little block, and that's great. Okay, so that's what I want. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to zoom in a bit so we can see it. So those are the names. Now I want to get the surname and the name to be separated. So in this format, you can see that the surname is the first part of the text, and we know the end of the surname is when we have a comma, and that's the important bit. We need to know when the end of the surname is placed. In this case, it's a comma. It might be a space in your scenario. So I'm going to use a formula called find. So I'm going to say equals and say the word find. Now find needs two things. It needs what you're looking for and where you're looking for it. Now I want to look for that comma. So I'm going to, in double quotes, put the comma. So there we go. Find the comma. And then I put a comma here. This comma is to say, okay, what's the next parameter? So find the comma. That's what I want to find. And where do you want to find it? I want to find it in this block A1. So there we go. So find equals find. And then you have in double quotes the comma. Then a comma with the cell that you want to find that comma in. And now I'm just going to close the brackets for the formula. And so this tells me that the comma is at position 6. And if I drag this down, because the comma will be at different positions for different names. So in this example, the comma is at position 12, and that is at position 5. And now why is that important? Because we want to copy up until that comma, for example. So when I get to this cell here, I'm going to try to extract that surname. And I'm going to use a formula where we copy from the from the left. So we're going to copy from the left. And it's going to ask me, where do you want to copy? What do you want to copy? I want to copy A1. And how many characters? Well, I want to copy until the comma. So I go comma, and then I say where? I want to click until this number here. And that's why I've created a separate column with all the positions of the comma, because each comma will be at a different position for each name. So copy from A1 until the value where the comma is. Now, if I type that in just like that, you'll see that it actually copies the comma as well, which is what I don't want. So the only modification I will do to that formula is that B1, I want to copy till 6, but I'm actually going to say just -1 a bit. So in the brackets there, next to the B1, right next to the B1, boom, I'm going to put a -1. So that 6 actually becomes a 5, and that 5 becomes a 4, so that we do not also copy the comma. So there we go. Now I've got just the name, or this is just the surname. So I can drag that down so that I've got all of the surnames. Okay, so that's great. Okay, so now that I've got just the surname, now I want the name. Now the name, you can see, is after the comma. Not just after. I don't want to copy from the comma afterwards. I want to copy from just after the comma. So just a few places after. You'll see there's always a comma and then a space. So there we're going to copy from the middle of the name. So I'm going to say equals mid. This is the formula that copies from the middle of text. So I want to copy from A1. And where do we want to start copying? We're going to copy from wherever the comma is, plus another 2 places, because I don't want to include the comma, I don't want to include the space. So plus 2 places. I'm going to say, hey, plus 2, please. So I don't want to copy from the comma. I don't want to copy from the space. I want to copy from where the name starts. And then the third thing I'm going to put after that is how many characters do you want to copy for? Now, whatever's left over is what I actually want to copy. I don't want to have to work out how long each of the names are. So I'm just going to put down a number like 100. So copy 100 characters 2 places after the comma, and that way it'll copy everything that we need to copy. So copy from the middle, from wherever the comma is, +2 in this case. Maybe you don't have a space, then it would be +1. So copy +2 for 100 places. And that will get me the name. And then I can drag that down as well. Now I've got a column with just the surnames and just the names. And so I can take this and I can copy it. So I'm going to copy it over here, boom, copy. And then when I go to my spreadsheet, I'm going to go and paste it over here. And when I paste it, I'm actually going to select overwrite cells. So when I click on overwrite cells, it'll put them all in each individual cell. It took away my lines, but that's easy to get back. I can just select all of those cells again, and then I can click over here on the borders and say, hey, give me all the borders back, please. And that way now I've got the surnames in their column. And let's go back to the document here for the names. And there's my names. I'm going to copy them now. Boom. And go back to my Word document. And then I can over here, and you can just right click and go to the overwrite cells option. And say, hey, there are the names. And that way I've saved a lot of time having to manually write them all out, especially if you've got a very long list of names. So that's how you can extract the names like that. If you've got the opposite scenario, let's say you've got the surnames and the names and you need to get them in that format, well, then you can do the exact same thing where you can just copy the text. So we're going to copy the text over here. We're going to go to Excel. Let's say we've got the other way around. I'm going to make a new sheet. Let's pretend we're over here. And I'm going to paste all these, all this text over here. Boom. So there I've got the names and the surnames, and make it a bit bigger. How do I get them so that it's the surname with a comma followed by the first name? Maybe I even want the first name in capital letters. Then you say equals. That's the block that I want first. And then you use the and symbol, which is above the 7 on the keyboard. Shift and then in double quotes, I'm going to put a comma and a space, because that's what I want after. In double quotes, a comma, space. So put the surname, then put a comma and a space. And it's like, this is like a plus sign for text. And we want the surname. And I press enter, and there we've extracted the name into a particular formula. So there we go. I can drag that down. Boom. And there I've got all the names. Maybe if I wanted the name also to be in capitals, then around that B2 cell, which is the cell for the name, I can, before I say B2, I'm going to say upper B2, which means put it into uppercase. And that way we can get them in capital letters if that's what you want. Or maybe you don't want that. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want the surname also to be like the name. So that I'm going to, in front of the A2, I'm going to put it in proper case, which means the first letter will be in capitals. Boom. So maybe you want that as your formula. So that's how you can extract, how you can take extracted names and make them into one. So that's the reverse of what we just demonstrated. Please click on that subscribe button, leave a comment, leave a like. We'd love to hear from you. Give us some ideas of what tips you want us to make for you. And remember, don't do it the long way. Do it the Mr. Long way.